Hello everyone. In this video, we're going to be doing a VOD review of Arkrham, not from his finals performance or from his semifinals performance, in which he got first place and second place respectively, but of his opens, where he got 233rd place. I want to see how he plays in the opens, and then probably in a future video, I'm going to be looking at his semifinals and his finals performance and how that compares to how he plays in his opens. So let's hop right in here. So right here, he probably should have backed up and gone back up on top of the house and popped the big pot instead of staying here and pressuring him. I think it was, I don't know, man, first game syndrome or something. Like he was just trying to W key this guy, but really he had no advantage at all on him. At least at this point in the fight. Initially, he might have had the advantage, but now he only has 4 shotgun ammo. He's burned through all of his chug splashes. He still has 2 big pots, but he doesn't have a lot of mats, and this guy still has almost full health. He actually has no AR ammo, but he has a ton of shotgun ammo, and he has no heals. So I do think that Arkrham, of course, should have pushed this fight, but I think he should have backed up onto the house first, popped that big pot instead of jumping in after, not popping the big pot here once he gets knocked out. He gets knocked out. He tries to just jump in for the shot. Hits him for another, like, 15, which is all he's been hitting for in this fight. And then, see, he switches to the AR to try to spray the top, but this guy edits through. So he gets fat chunked here, and then he switches to the shotgun. I don't think he expected this guy to edit out the top, and so at this point, of course, he does hit his shots, but unfortunately, this dude survives with 2 health. So yeah, I mean, if he had just backed up and popped that big pot in the fight, he would have probably eventually won the fight. He had way more sustain than this guy. He just neglected to use it. Okay. So let me slow this down. He ramps up. The guy ramps over him. In this situation, he gets off a nice tack shot, but now he has no mats. At this point, he should have switched to the P90 because he's a full, almost 2 tiles away from down here up to where that guy is, and he lands on a floor. He should start spraying with the P90 instead of trying to use this tack because he hits another 30 shot from that distance. Continues with the tack, another 20. Another 20, and he needs to finish this fight fast because the guy has the chug jug. This long drawn out fight where Arkrham, 1, doesn't have any mats, but 2, doesn't have a lot of heals, and doesn't have a lot of ammo. He needed to finish this fight fast, so I think he should have just kept spraying with the P90 from that distance at least, and then if he was able to close the gap, he could have tried for the tack, but this long drawn-out fight doesn't benefit Arkrham at all because this guy has the chug jug. He popped the chug jug initially when Arkrham got him down to probably about 40 HP because Arkrham couldn't find where he went. And then he popped the chug jug again when Arkrham goes down to heal. At this point, Arkrham should know that the guy popped the chug jug. He should know that he's at a health disadvantage, and he should probably assume that he's at a shotgun ammo disadvantage, and he should know that he's at a material disadvantage. So to kind of rectify the imbalance in this fight, he needs to farm up. He needs to take his time. And I know I said that he shouldn't do a drawn-out fight. But he needs to draw it out now because he has no materials and he's at a disadvantage in every sense. Even though Arkrham is hitting his shots, he was at a health disadvantage to start out the fight. I don't know what kind of tack this guy has, but you can probably assume a gray or a green tack. If he had a blue tack, that would put the imbalance even more in this Hanzo guy's favor. And because, even though he's hitting, he hit a 70 and he hit a 90 shot, Arkrham has 8 health now, and this guy has still 40. So, when in that 50 situation, or that 50-50 situation, when both people are hitting their shots, that health balance, the material balance, it comes into play. And this guy, he had every advantage in his favor. Arkrham should have just slowed down in that fight. And now, this guy's free to just pop his Chug Jug again. So third game, he has 4 points now. Alright, so this fourth game, after those 3 not great games, he gets a 10-kill win. That's 24 points. At that point, he's back up, not probably in the lead, but he's in a really good position at that point. I like this middle of the map drop. I think it's interesting that he changes up his drop every single game. Though in opens, it doesn't particularly matter too much. Alright, so he's pretty much center. Nobody landed weeping. So he gets free weeping. Let's go back and watch this again. Alright, so he sneaks up while this guy's fighting marauders. And this guy has a window edit open. So he doesn't see Arkrham at all. He throws the crash pad into the window. It breaks all of these builds right here because it lands diagonally on his cone. So it breaks his top, it breaks the side, it breaks all the walls except his back. And then comes from behind. He doesn't push from that other angle because he knows that he's getting shot from another guy. So he comes from behind and lets this guy continue pressuring while he just easily takes the wall in the back there. And this was really nice. Absolutely boxes him right here. That was alright. He uses the other player to his advantage. Again, because that guy starts shooting at dynamite here in this situation. So he starts getting shot out from this direction, from west, and Arkrham takes advantage of that, gets the wall here while this guy's getting shot. Gets the wall behind, he gets the cone, and the wall to the right. And he gets the top. I don't think he gets a cone up there, but it looks like he gets just a floor up there. Yeah, it looks like just a floor. So he has all the walls here except this one wooden wall. And while this guy is continuing to getting sprayed, Arkrham just jumps in. Faces right through that wall. And an easy cleanup there. There's a lot of congestion here in Sweaty. And usually that's what happens when like third and fourth zone is in a POI. Most people cluster around the POIs. And then Arkrham goes and gets height here. Right as seventh zone starts pulling, he realizes he's on height. Looks up through the cone, realizes he's on height. And I feel like this happens quite often. If you looked at his, even his DreamHack games, even his FNCS final games, there's a lot of points where Arkrham plays for kind of a high mid-ground tarp, and then realizes, you know, once he boxes up, once he heals, once he recomposes himself, he realizes that he's on height, so he just takes it. Arkrham often has easy heights if you watch some of his gameplay. But his target priority, what I was saying, is his target priority, he never shoots at someone who's based up. Even though he has a ton of ammo, it just doesn't benefit him at all. He's going to shoot at the person who isn't blocking themselves, just to get damage. Because in these end games, you never know how low somebody is going to be, so that damage, you know, might net him a kill occasionally. Nice. Alright, and a 24-point game. This one game, 24 points, almost basically qualified him. Oh no, Arkrham. What are you doing? What is you doing? Oof. Buddy. Why are you pickaxe swinging opens, dude? Oh no. Oh no, Arkrham. Oh jeez. After everything I said earlier about that one fight where he wasn't pickaxe swinging. Oh man, dude. Oh jeez. Alright, well. All right then. I don't even know why he's pickaxe swinging in this fight because these guys are so far away. Like he's already in zone. I I don't know what he's doing. He I don't know what he's doing. Like I mean, and he ends up shooting at him, but that was such a weird. That was weird. I don't know why he did that. Really, like other than the fact that it's teaming, but like the guy wasn't even looking at him. He wasn't in like a scuffed position, one where he's like, "Yo, no, please don't shoot at me." He's in zone already. What? What is that? I I really don't know what to make of that. I really don't. All right then, Arkrham. And then ends up not getting any shots on this guy and just kind of. Well, I. That was interesting. Oh jeez. I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt and say that that was just a tactical play to get that guy to pickaxe him so that he could shoot at him a little bit, but even so, like, that was completely unnecessary. Usually you see people pickaxe swing when, like, they're on edge zone and they don't want to fight, like, and when that someone's closer to them. That was, he was far away, Arkham's in a good position, like, that was just a really weird time to pickaxe swing. But I guess. But right here, fully boxes this guy. Doesn't take that wall in front there. He takes everything behind him and gets the cone. I don't think he ends up getting the kill on this guy. No, he ends up getting killed here. 3rd place. Not, Ooh. Taking him again. He is so low. Oh. Does he get beamed out of the air? Oh my god, he does. Wow, he got absolutely controllered. That is unfortunate. Wow, he beamed that guy down to 10 health, and then he just gets controllered like that. Yeah, that was an unfortunate ending. Either way, he did qualify. 46 points was well enough for him to qualify. He got 233rd place. And yeah, that was his opens. Like I said, it seemed fairly careless. There was the pickaxe swinging. There was him just stopping a lot of times. He took a lot of 50-50s. And that should kind of be the lesson or the takeaway from this video that I said earlier, is that qualifying for opens really isn't that difficult. He had 5 games where he died off spawn and 2 games where he did fairly well. And that's really all you need, is those 2 games where you do fairly well. In these open formats, it's something that you should just persevere through. You know, if you're dying off spawn your first 3, you know, in the case of Arkrham, your first 3 games, you know, your first 4 games, your first 5 games, you can always have one good pop-off game, you know. It feels kind of weird towards the end of a video, you know, how most YouTubers do to, you know, say, hey, drop a follow or drop a subscription, drop likes, comment at the bottom. It feels weird pandering for stuff like that. But as my first video, you know, I want to improve as a content creator, and of course I want to improve as a player. So if there was anything that you saw in the VOD review, or it was anything that I didn't, you know, cover thoroughly enough, if there was anything I was wrong about, and then if there's anything I can prove on in the video itself, you know, as a content creator, let me know in the comments. I'd rather comments that are, you know, constructive than likes or subscriptions, though likes and subscriptions are greatly appreciated. Because what I want this channel to be about is improvement. I want everything to be. My mentality is just completely about improvement. In any fashion possible. So that's why we're doing this Arkham VOD review, and that's why I'm asking for comments on how to improve as a content creator, and then what you thought about the Arkham VOD review as a whole. So thank you and enjoy.